New Zealand may be known for its stunning landscapes, but there's a darker side. From haunted castles to ghostly hotels, these places are more than meets the eye. Ready for a spine-chilling journey through 15 of the most haunted locations in New Zealand? Let's dive in. Perched on the Otago Peninsula, Larnach Castle is a beautiful Gothic structure with a tragic past. Built in the 1870s by William Larnach, the castle was meant to symbolize wealth and grandeur. But its history is marred by sorrow. Larnach's beloved daughter, Kate, tragically died of typhoid at just 21 years old, and her spirit is said to haunt the castle's ballroom, where she once danced joyfully. Many visitors have reported seeing her ghost, still elegantly twirling in the room. But she's not alone. Larnach himself died by suicide, and his troubled spirit is said to wander the castle corridors. Footsteps, whispers, and strange cold drafts often leave visitors feeling uneasy. Are the walls of Larnach Castle still haunted by its tragic past? In the small remote town of St. Bathans, the Vulcan Hotel stands, seemingly peaceful, until you check into room 101. This hotel is said to be haunted by the spirit of the Rose, a woman who was murdered in this very room. The chilling thing? She appears to target men. Visitors staying in room 101 have reported being woken up in the middle of the night, unable to move, as if something or someone is holding them down. Others have reported hearing footsteps and seeing doors open and close on their own. Could it be the Rose still seeking justice for her untimely death? Kingseat Hospital, located near Auckland, is one of the most notoriously haunted locations in New Zealand. Once a psychiatric hospital, it operated for over 70 years and housed thousands of patients, many of whom died within its walls. The most famous apparition here is the Grey Lady, a nurse who is seen walking the corridors, checking on patients long after her death. Visitors have reported being touched by unseen hands, hearing disembodied voices, and feeling overwhelming sadness in certain areas of the hospital. Paranormal investigators claim Kingseat has more ghostly sightings than any other location in New Zealand. Would you dare to explore its haunted hallways? Napier Prison, New Zealand's oldest penal institution, opened in the 1860s and housed some of the country's most dangerous criminals. The prison saw its share of death, including hangings and suicides, and it's no surprise that many believe it to be haunted. One of the most infamous inmates, mass murderer Roland Edwards, is said to still roam the site, with visitors reporting cold spots, strange noises, and ghostly figures wandering the grounds. Some have even claimed to hear the clanking of chains echoing through the old cells. The dark energy here is palpable. Are you ready to face it? Nestled near the famous glowworm caves, the Waitomo Caves Hotel is a grand structure with a deeply haunted reputation. Built in the early 1900s on sacred Maori land, the hotel has seen multiple mysterious deaths, including that of a former housekeeper. Guests have reported hearing children's laughter in the middle of the night, despite no children staying there, as well as lights flickering on and off. Some have even claimed to see blood filling their bathtubs, only for it to disappear moments later. The hotel is also said to be haunted by the ghost of a Maori princess, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Could you spend a night in one of the most haunted hotels in the country? Spirits Bay, located at the northern tip of New Zealand, is a place steeped in Maori legend. It's said that this is where spirits of the dead gather before departing to the afterlife. Many visitors have reported seeing shadowy figures walking along the beach, and the sound of whispered voices carried by the wind. The unsettling atmosphere here is enough to send chills down your spine, as you wonder if these are indeed the spirits making their final journey. The natural beauty of Spirits Bay is undeniable, but its haunting energy is equally unforgettable. In 1933, a gruesome murder shocked the small town of Riccarton. Donald Fraser, the owner of the Riccarton Racecourse Hotel, was shot dead in his bed, and to this day, the crime remains unsolved. Many believe that Fraser's restless spirit is still haunting the hotel, unable to find peace. Guests and staff alike have reported seeing his ghostly figure walking through the halls, as well as hearing strange knocking sounds in the middle of the night. Could Donald Fraser be trying to communicate from beyond the grave, still seeking justice for his untimely death? Wellington's Grand St. James Theatre is renowned for more than just its performances. Built in 1912, the theatre is home to several spirits, including the ghost of Eerie, a performer who tragically fell to his death during a show. His presence is often felt in the wings, with actors reporting a sudden chill or the feeling of being watched just before stepping on stage. Another ghost, affectionately known as the Wailing Woman, is said to be heard sobbing in the upper seats of the theater. Her story remains a mystery, but her sorrow echoes throughout the empty hallways. The spirits here may love the stage as much as the living do. Lake Tarawera, located in the shadow of Mount Tarawera, is a peaceful and beautiful lake with a dark history. In 1886, the volcano erupted, destroying entire villages and killing over 100 people. Ever since, ghostly apparitions have been seen gliding across the lake in phantom canoes. The spirits of the lost Maori villagers are said to still inhabit the area, their cries sometimes heard on the wind. The lake may appear serene, but its haunted waters tell a much darker story. In the heart of Auckland, the remains of the Albert Barracks wall stand as a silent reminder of New Zealand's colonial history. Built in the 1840s, the barracks housed British soldiers, and some say their spirits remain. Many have reported seeing ghostly figures dressed in military uniforms, silently patrolling the perimeter. Some even claim to hear the distant sounds of marching boots, long after the soldiers have gone. Is the Albert Barracks wall still being guarded by the spirits of the past? The OTA Tunnel, running beneath the Southern Alps, is a marvel of engineering, but its construction came at a great cost. Many workers lost their lives building the tunnel, and their spirits are said to haunt the dark, narrow passageway. Train drivers have reported hearing strange tapping sounds on the walls and the faint echo of pickaxes, even though no one is there. The tunnel's eerie atmosphere only intensifies when you consider how many lives were lost to make it. Could it be that these lost souls still linger underground? Aramoana, a peaceful seaside village, became the site of one of New Zealand's most horrific events in 1990, when a gunman killed 13 people in a mass shooting. The trauma of that day still lingers, and many residents have reported ghostly apparitions and strange occurrences. Some say they hear distant gunshots in the night, while others claim to see the shadows of those who perished. The tragedy has left an indelible mark on the town, and it's said the spirits of the victims still wander its quiet streets. Waiau Island is home to the Grand Mansion House, the former residence of Sir George Grey, one of New Zealand's most prominent historical figures. But Grey's legacy is not all that remains. Visitors to the mansion house have reported seeing Grey's ghost wandering the halls, as well as strange lights flickering in the windows at night. The island itself feels eerily quiet, and many believe the spirits of the past are still very much present. Could Sir George Grey be watching over his beloved island, even in death? Near the shores of Lake Elmir lies an abandoned homestead, a place said to be haunted by the ghost of a former landowner who met a violent end. The house has stood empty for decades, but those who venture inside report hearing strange noises, seeing objects move on, their own, and even seeing a shadowy figure staring out from the upper windows. The unsettling energy of this place is enough to make even the bravest visitors reconsider their stay. Is the former owner still guarding his land from beyond the grave? Our final stop is Quail Island, once used as a quarantine station and leper colony. The island has seen many deaths, and it's said that the spirits of those who perished in isolation still wander its shores. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly figures standing near the old hospital ruins, and strange mists that appear and disappear without warning. The atmosphere is heavy with sorrow, and the island's tragic history remains etched in the very air. Are the spirits of the forgotten still trapped here, unable to move on? So there you have it, 15 of New Zealand's most haunted locations. From the chilling halls of Larnach Castle to the eerie isolation of Quail Island, each place is a window into the darker side of history. Which one would you dare to visit? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spooky content. Thanks for watching.